2022 is a very special year. Why? Because Car Magazine turned 65 years old. But hey, so does another very well-known South African surname, and that's the surname Lazarus, synonymous with Ford in South Africa. 65 years of relationship building in the country and building the Ford brand. In later years, not only Ford brand, but the likes of Mazda, Jaguar, and a few others if I've missed out on a few. Importantly, we want to find out what makes Colin the business leader he is, and importantly, the next generation of Lazarus that's coming through in son Ross. And there is a bright future ahead for a company that's left 65 years of legacy. Let's find out what makes them tick.
I was born in October in 1957, and 2 months later I said to my dad, time to form a company, let's sell cars. The company was formed on the 19th of December, literally 2 months after I was born, and that's where it started. My grandfather was actually a farmer, but he was part of the business, and we've grown since then. So I stayed in Bronkhorstspruit. Sadly, my father passed away when I was 21, and I took over the business then in Bronkhorstspruit and grew it from then. And we took it from selling 15 cars a month to within a year we were selling 100 cars a month, purely by offering the service to the everyday customer like we used to offer to our farmers. And it made a hell of a difference. We stayed there for 10 years, and then I had this dream that I want to have a multi-franchise. So we put this multi-franchise idea to the franchises, and we opened up over here. I was told I'm going to go bust, and we don't know what we're doing, and absolutely crazy. So we expanded, we got Mazda, and then we got Jaguar, and then we got Land Rover, and we lost Mitsubishi. It went to Mercedes-Benz, which I think was a big mistake Mitsubishi made, but anyway. We then also got Volvo, but for some other reason I couldn't make it work. But we got Kia on board, and now our latest one is Honda. Winning Dealer of the Year is fantastic accolade for any franchise to get, and we don't know if we're going to win, what we're going to win this year, but it's not about that. It's about keeping our customers happy. Big turning point in the company came when my son Ross joined the company. So when the staff saw Ross come on board, and he's been with us close to 10 years, they all relieved, were a sigh of relief. Okay, we now can know we're not going to get sold. Facility made a big difference, and the accessibility made a huge difference. You know, everybody wants to get great exposure, but to get to the place, we hit the jackpot. We at an off-ramp on the highway, which is apparently the busiest highway in the country. And then, pure luck, the Gautrain came past here as well. When people come here and tell me, my oupa het by jou oupa 'n kar gekoop, and I normally say, is hy nou klaar betaal of nog nie? You know, that kind of. But the relationships is so important to us as a company. In 2003, I was invited by Ford to go to their centenary birthday, and I saw the designs of the GT then. It was going to be called the GT40, and then they weren't allowed to use the name GT40. Some schmuck sold the name, and some schmuck that worked for Ford sold it. And when they wanted to call the new car GT40, he wanted $20 million. So they called it GT, and we got one in 2006. Then I went to Le Mans in 2016 when the GT ran for 50 years later. And I was there with the whole Ford family. It was actually an emotional day to see this GT after 50 years winning again. The whole Ford family were there, and we were like so excited. And afterwards I said, Bill, buddy, I need one of these for my collection. I've been waiting for the right moment to launch it. And I didn't want to do it last year because there was so much negativity out in the marketplace. People were depressed and COVID. So to keep a car like that for a year under wraps. Hey, buddy, I'd love to every day shake every customer's hand, but you know, that's what I'm here for. I don't work that hard anymore. Luckily, I've got a great team around me. I'm going to give you 5 possible answers. So you give me the answer, okay? Is it the brands? Is it the people? Is it me? Is it the access to the facility, or is it the facility? So what would your answer be? Which one of that is the answer why we've been? It's none of them, okay? It's not people, it's correct people. You know, a customer will walk in to the showroom and he'll get treated badly by a service advisor or a salesman. He's not going to walk to the next salesman and he's going to get into his car and piss off to another dealer. So having the correct people, and that's what I do most of the day, just making sure my people are trained properly, spot on point, and we got the correct people all the time. And I think we are successful in that. We have got correct people all the time.